So now that you got your CDL, it's going to be time for you to start looking for a job. I'm sure that there's a lot of questions going through your mind as far as where do you even start looking for your first driving job, what kind of background checks are going to be done, what's the hiring process going to look like when you're going out to these new carriers. If that's what you're looking for, bottom line is I'm going to say you come to the right place. I've been managing 6 driver consultants and driver recruiting for over 10 years. And I can say that their primary job is to make sure that all of you new drivers that are looking for that first new job, to walk you through the hiring process, the qualifications. It seems a little bit grueling, but honestly, no matter where you go to look for a driving position, every carrier is going to have different hiring guidelines and different hiring qualifications. So just make sure you do your homework first before you reach out to that first carrier.
Hi, I'm Robbie. I'm one of the driver consultants here. Question number 1 is, can I get hired right out of truck school? So this is going to depend a lot on the company. Some companies are going to require you to have recent over-the-road experience. Some companies are going to take you right out of truck driving school. And yet other companies are actually going to be all-inclusive. So they're going to have the truck driving school and then get you going with a trainer so you can get that initial experience. In segment number 2, we're going to take a look at how to apply to trucking companies. First thing you're going to want to do is research. You're going to want to look into the company websites. You're going to want to make sure that the company is going to meet your needs and be honest about your needs as far as pay, home time, and everything, career advancement, everything you're looking at in your over-the-road trucking career. What you'll do is you'll fill out a contact request once you have a list of companies you're looking into. And then at that point, those recruiters will start calling you. And they're going to go over what they need for requirements, but also you're going to talk to them about what you need for requirements. And if it's a good fit, then you'll be on your way. So the third thing we're going to look at is the application process and what that looks like as far as background checks, what companies are expecting. And they are going to run things like your DAC, which is your employment history, your PSP, which is your federal motor carrier driving record, your local MVRs, and then a SID list is, to determine if you've ever had any other driver's licenses. Remember that some company standards are going to be higher than others, and sometimes that goes into with what you're going to be able to make at these different companies. So these are all things to consider when you're going through the application process. So in this 4th segment, we're going to talk about what happens after your application has been approved. So this is great news and an exciting time. What's going to happen is you're going to talk to your recruiter and you're going to schedule an orientation date. And by doing that, that means you're going to be putting in 2 weeks notice at your current company. You're going to talk about travel arrangements to orientation, and then what the whole orientation process looks like with your recruiter. Be sure to stay in touch with your recruiter from the time you make that arrangement all the way up until the time you get to orientation. So in the 5th and final segment here, we're going to talk about what to expect from orientation. So different companies are going to have different things for orientation. You can usually expect between 2 and 4 days, and it's going to be things like a road test, a DOT drug test, getting familiar with the company, maybe meeting some of the people at the company as far as safety, compliance, recruiting, operations, and all the people that are going to help you be successful. Depending on the size of the company and their turnover rate, you're going to see different size classes. And once you've completed this in orientation, no matter what the length is, you'll be ready to get in your truck and get on the road and start making a living.
So now that you know what to expect to get hired and into an orientation, it's really time for you to start doing your research on what trucking companies you're going to be applying for in your area. So I strongly encourage you to really be taking a look at reviews, going on any kind of venues where they've got live sessions, try to be engaged with the drivers at some of these companies you're looking at, and start creating your list of questions before you get on the phone with your recruiter. So we've even got more content as it relates to the hiring process and the orientation process, where we've created some articles and some videos. So once you're ready to make a decision to make that first move to the new company, all that's left to do is fill out a contact form in the description link below. Thanks for tuning in for another edition of the Truck Driving Channel. We make videos like this every week. If you found this video to be helpful, give the video a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the road.